All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off with saying all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy, hopeful elect. This is another lesson coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Those are the true names in the Hebrew by which you must praise and submit your will to. I'm the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video at Edify. I wanted to go into this lesson because we're coming in a time now where Satan, as the scriptures say, is going to come down having great wrath. And I'll start off with that scripture. This is Revelation 12:12. Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. So the devil, the scriptures tell you, cursed be the deceiver who having his flock of male. The devil actually goes back to a whole race of people, man. The scriptures tell you, Malachi 4:1, the wicked is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, his whole lineage. You know, there's three classifications in the scriptures for peoples. You got the sons of God, which are the Israelites. You have the sons of the Most High. You know, that's the sons of the Most High is the sons of God. You have the sons of men, which are the other nations, and you have the sons of the wicked, you know, which is Esau Edom. You know, so we're coming in the time now where this devil is going to come down having great wrath, and all of his plans is coming out. You know, this vaccine, which people are simple, man. They don't know what's in it. Out of nowhere, they deemed it Operation Warp Speed. Which this Warp Speed is what this video goes into. I don't think I'm going to play anything in it because I haven't taken the time to actually get actual play points in the video to actually get. I did watch it all the way through though, but you know, this Operation Warp Speed, they're sitting there saying that they're going to push it to the point where if you don't take this vaccine, despite religious exemptions and all that, which the scriptures is all against taking vaccines because it says you're not supposed to make any cuttings in your flesh, man. You know, the Lord made the body for a reason how it is to be able to fight disease. Your actual tonsils are your tonsils is what takes in small doses of any virus, microdosing of any virus, any infection, to give your body the ability to fight back against it. So the Lord made your body with its own source of a vaccine naturally. But Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is going to use this whole pandemic to push a further agenda, man. And this whole video spells out a lot of the stuff. They actually bring up names and sources. They bring up a lot of information on the actual ghost organizations that stemmed from the first trial of trying to get this out, which people took note of. But now here it is. Like we said already, this Operation Warp Speed is to get this thing going even further, man. You know, we're coming into a time where and people are getting simple and taken away, thinking that you're going to vote on the best possible choice. But the scriptures tell you this devil is still a devil. You're not going to fucking forget that this devil is still a devil. No matter who you choose, this devil is still a devil. Either one you choose, anybody you choose in this system, because the scriptures tell you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So if the wicked have rulership over the world, you cannot sit here and expect a benefit from the wicked, man. It's not gonna work out. See, and we're coming into the times now where you have to have a spiritual eye to mark these things, man, because this devil is gonna come down having great wrath. This is Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32 and so this is this is Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32 and 17. It says, 16. Then judgment shall dwell in the wilderness, and righteousness remain in the fruitful field. and the work of the righteous shall be peace. You see, the work of the righteous is going to be a peace, not the work of the wicked. The work of the righteous is going to be peace, man. And what are the works of the righteous? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It says, "Hesoever that doeth righteousness, hesoever that keepeth the law, keepeth righteousness." Therefore, man, I'm butchering the scripture, man. You know, so if you're keeping the law, you're doing righteousness. So it says the righteous. It says, verse 17, in the work of the righteous, in the work of righteousness shall be peace, not the work of the wicked. In the effect of righteousness, quietness, and assurance forever. You see? So that's quietness and assurance forever. This is what the men actually do this work is going to get. That's not for the wicked. This is Isaiah 32:7. It says the instruments also of the cruel are evil, man. The instruments also of the churl are evil. Let me get this in the blue letter real quick for that word churl. You know, you got to look up these words, man. When you go into the scriptures, at the end of the day, you need to understand that the Lord made everything, even the wicked. And then he sat there and wrote a manual to know the state of everything that he made. So when the Lord made the wicked, he put certain characteristics in them. So when you're sitting there and judgment comes around, or the time of Jacob's trouble starts coming around, you're not supposed to look. You're supposed to know these scriptures so you don't look to the wrong one for peace. So that word churl in Isaiah 32:7 is kayala kalaya ya kalaya, and it says scoundrel, knave. You see the work of the scoundrel. It says in the sense of withholding niggardly. And Esau is a damn nigga, man. The so-called white man is a nigga, man. So it says Isaiah 32:7. It says the instruments of the churl are evil. It says in his devices, in his wicked devices. It says, and he deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, man. The Lord, the Lord said he made this man to make wicked devices, which is going to go into this vaccine, the Internet of Things. You can look that up. This is why they're going to start pushing that mark of the beast. They're making all these smart cities, putting up all these 5G towers, you know, and there's plenty of information telling you the effects of 4G on the body, but you're going to make whole smart cities. They're sitting there coming out with plans to make smart sewers, you know, but here it is, this COVID-19 pandemic only has a I think it's a 98% survival rate, a 98% survival rate, but you're sitting there justifying chipping people and shutting down whole economies, putting people into poverty and all that for something that is easily survivable for masses of people. It says the instruments of the churl are evil, and he devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. And this is part of it, man. He's using this whole operation to destroy the poor, which is he's making everybody poor through this with lying words, man. It says, even when the needy speak it right, man. So you have people coming out sitting there telling you that this is all a pandemic. You know, it's all orchestrated. There's more and more information coming out. The elder Mawatazak, let me see if I can pull that. The elder Mawatazak did a video, and boy, man, this woman that works with the United Nations sat there and got some a detailed report that wasn't supposed to be made public. And let me see, where's that? Yeah, more Edom might spill the beans on the mark of the beast. The elder Mawatazak in L.A. Let's see if I can play a little bit of this. Or just gonna put you to death, right?
to be fear out here. But ultimately, this is Yahweh Shah Shah bringing down the judgment.
So in this whole video, this is what on earth is going on. Groundbreaking Claire Edwards presentation uh, live mirror. You know, if brothers get a chance, man, you look this video up, and she starts going into how people within the organization sat there and saw the plan. They pulled out the parallels between how they got the war on terror started and this. You know, the wicked devices against the poor, man. This is Psalms 73. Psalm 73 and 12. It says, "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches." You see? These are ungodly that prosper in the world. The wicked are doing all these plans. They're the ones that have the money to push forth these things. You can't not look to this devil for any good. And in this time, when he starts pulling out this mark of the beast, this vax, you should really look at that with scrutiny. You should pray to the Lord now that the Lord sits there and gives you the eye salve and the integrity to refuse this man. Because at the end of the day, you understand that nothing good can come from the wicked. The scriptures tell you, let me see if I can get it. Scriptures tell you, let me see. Phil, is he Salakia? Man, there's one that says do fig trees. Yeah, here it is. This is Matthew 7 and 15. It says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravening wolves." And this goes for the men that call themselves Israelites that are deceptive in their push. Because there's men that promote you to get this vaccine. There's men that promote you to get the chip when it comes out. And those are ravening wolves, man. They're false prophets, false teachers, not warning. It says, verse 16, "Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?" So do you grab grapes of thorns? No. A grapevine does not have thorns. You got figs of thistles? No. It says, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. And that tree is talking about a man. Scriptures tell you when Yahushua healed the man that was blind, he said, "What see ye? I see men standing as trees upon the earth." So every tree, that the real understanding of it is basically every person that's good brings forth good fruit. It says, "But a corrupt tree, a corrupt person bringeth forth evil fruit," evil things. So you understand that this devil is corrupt. Everybody knows this so-called white man is corrupt. Everybody knows his system is corrupt. It makes no sense that here it is. You can take the 4 or 10 most richest men in the world, and they have more wealth than the rest of the entire global population. That's why we read, these are the wicked that prosper in this world, man. So you're not going to sit here and look at the corrupt and expect something good to come up. You have to be wise to these things, man. This is Psalms 28. Let me get Psalms 37, Salakia. Psalms 37 and 12. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming." You see, the wicked plot against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. And this is his plan. This whole scheme, this whole pandemic is pushing forth an agenda that people that are simple and walking about in the lust of their own flesh, this devil is pushing forth that, man. And you don't see the things that are happening behind the scenes, man. It says, this is Psalms 28. Psalms 28 and 3. It says, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity. And who's the wicked? Malachi 1 and 4. The Edomites, the so-called white man. Don't get deceived by this devil being cool with you. The scriptures tell you he'll be cool with you as long as he can get something, man. It's in the book of it's in the Apocrypha and the Sirach, man. Man, I'm forgetting how exactly it's said. But the gist of it is basically he'll be cool with you as long as he can get something out of you, man. So Jake that are well off in this world, getting this and getting that, being able to succeed in this life, don't become simple and think that this devil is going to be for your benefit. As soon as he can't get anything out of you, he'll cast you away, man. It says back in Psalms 28 and 3, it says, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their heart. And this is a form of peace. They're going to sit here and say, "Hey, we came up with this vaccine, and it's for your benefit to protect you from this pandemic." That's mischief, man. He's speaking peace, but underlining it's mischief. They're telling you already that this stuff is using aluminum salts, which they use aluminum salts and poisons, man. They sit there and tell you that they're using new technology in this whole thing where it'll forever change your DNA for generations. So the children that you have after this are going to be of a whole nother sort. There's articles that came out with people that were test subjects for this, sitting there saying they've killed God. I can't feel God. My soul is dead after they take this vaccine. There's a whole agenda called the Fun Vax, if you can look it up, where the Department of Defense was presented an idea of how to X out people's religious or spiritual connection to make them more docile. And it's called the Fun Vax. You can look it up. It was presented to the Department of Defense. And here it is. You have a vaccine with people coming out saying that they feel like their connection to God was cut. This is Micah. So Micah Salaki, let me get this. Micah 2. Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And who has the power to work? Who can you not talk against? And even if you do talk against them, who can run a smear campaign that'll kill that, man? Who's the wicked? These are questions a lot of people won't ask, man. It says, verse 2, they covet fields and take them by violence. And this is giving you a characteristic of them. Who has coveted fields, meaning land, and taken them by violence, man? The so-called white man. You had them do it to the so-called Mexicans. You had them do it to so-called Native Americans. You had them do it to the so-called Panamanians. You had them do it to every fucking nation, man. He covets fields, takes them by violence. It says, in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house and a man in his heritage. You see? And this is the same guy that's working evil upon his bed, man. When he's up at night, he's thinking about how to make some fall. The scriptures tell you the wicked sleep not unless he calls some to fall. You have to be very cognizant of these things, man. The devil is about to come down with very great wrath, man. This is Isaiah 32 and 6. It says, I'll start at 5. It says, the vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. The churl, the wicked, the stingy, the niggardly, the so-called white man, the rich, the super elite, he's no more going to be said to be bountiful, man. When you look at a guy like Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, he has wealth above your imagination, man. And there's men in the world with far more wealth than him. The Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, far more wealth. But they're said to be bountiful. But the Lord said there's going to be a time where that man's no longer going to be said to be bountiful. He's not going to be looked at as, oh man, he's so rich. It says, verse 6, for the vile person will speak villainly, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. You see, the vile person will speak villainly, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the souls of the hungry. So to make empty the souls of the hungry, how's he doing that? This vaccine, man, there's reports of people sitting there saying that they've cut their connection with God, man. And it's not hard to believe. There's whole medication cocktails that they come up with just to make people super docile. The scriptures tell you, ye are the temple of the Most High. So if you're supposed to be the temple of the Lord, don't you think somebody can run in and break up that temple? It's not far-fetched, man. And he's emptied the souls of the hungry, man. It says, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail, man. So he's going to take a lot of things away from you people, man. This is Proverbs 21 and started I started 15. It says, it is joy to the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity, man. So just when this devil thinks it's going to happen, man, hey, destruction is going to be to the workers of iniquity, man. That goes from the top elite and that goes down all the way to the normal brass tacks person, man. Let me get this. This is Ezekiel chapter 9. This is something everybody has to be very cognizant of, man. Ezekiel 9:4 says, Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, meaning the people of the Lord, and saw the mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So you have to be for the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst. Those are the people that are tired and vexed with the wicked fashion of this world. You have to sit here and receive this mark. It says, and go to the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have you pity. So the Lord said there's a certain number of people that that were not vexed, that were not mourned, that were not hurt by the fashion of this world. He said, go through the midst of them and smite and have no pity. And he's telling his angels this. And the scriptures tell you, the Lord sealed the instructions of men upon their bed. So there's going to be people that are the wicked that are going to be used to put out judgment upon the people. It says, verse 6, slay ye utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man whom is the mark. It began at my sanctuary, and they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So the Lord, when this death starts rolling out, it's going to be a mass influx of Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, people of Latin American descent and Native American descent. You're going to be the first ones to get mowed down. So with all this stuff coming, you need to start seeking the true power of the Lord, man. This is Psalms chapter 92. Psalms chapter 92 and 7. It says, when the wicked spring as the grass, when all workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they may be destroyed forever. You see? And right now we're seeing the most wicked generation. You know, people are despising the commandments of the Lord at an all-time high. People are bucking up against stuff that they knew were right. The scriptures say that the time shall come where men shall not endure sound doctrine. You got people sitting there coming against the soundness of the scriptures and saying they don't care. We're in the time now where the Lord is about to start putting judgment out. It's very important to humble down before the Lord, because at the end of the day, the Lord is who feeds you. The Lord is who clothed you. The Lord is who gave you rest. The Lord is who gave you shelter. The Lord is who gave you peace of mind. It's very important to sit here and humble down and serve that Lord the correct way. And it's not according to the fashion of this world, man. Let me get this, man. This is Romans 12:1. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And it's your reasonable service because the Lord sat there and took an L for you. The Lord sat there and went through hell for you. The Lord sat there and was beat, bruised, battered, spit on. The scriptures tell you he was spit on. The scriptures tell you they gave the Lord gall. It's piss. Gall is piss, man. They gave the Lord gall to drink for his last drink, man. Gall and vinegar. That's what they gave him. So they didn't give him a proper cup of water when he was on the cross, man. That's why it's your reasonable service to present your body a living sacrifice because day in and day out, you're doing what you can to the Lord. And a lot of times that's going against the fashion of this world. Verse 2, it says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. So it says, be not conformed. Let me get that word for conformed in the blue letter so you get the definition. Romans 12:2. So like your Romans 12:2 says, be not conformed, right? And be not conformed. That word for conformed is
4964. Suschematizo.
Suschematizo. It says to conform oneself